Hi friends, it's Becky, and today is the day that I'm going to be opening up my dollar bead box and dollar bead bag for March 2024. So let's open this guy up and see what we've got. Now I am going to be organizing it into this, wait, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28 grid organizers. There are only 2 of my monthly bead boxes and bead kits that I get that don't quite fit in my 15 grid organizers, and this is one of them. And I've found that this organizer that has these little individual sections works so much better for the dollar bead box and the dollar bead bag, which is an add-on subscription. Because you usually get smaller beads sometimes when you have a full strand, and there are so many different types of beads that you get in the dollar bead box. There's just so many different types of them that this works so much better for organizing them. And I have to organize my beads when I get them, because if they are in their box, I will never use them. So I put them in this so that I can see everything that I'm doing. These are actually marketed as organizers for diamond painting. They would probably also work for small amounts of like seed beads. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll put a link in the description to where I buy these from. I just get them from Amazon. It's convenient, it's easy, and that's what we do with that. But anyway, let's get into the box. Now, I have been a subscriber to Dollar Bead Box and Dollar Bead Bag for many years, and when I started doing videos organizing them, they reached out to me and said, hey, we'd like to send you this box for free. And I said, okay, I will enjoy doing that, because I would continue to be a subscriber anyway and probably be unboxing anyway. But they decided to go ahead and provide it to me so that I could continue making content using this box, and I really appreciate that, because it is a really great subscription. It is one of the more economical bead subscriptions that are out there, and you get a ton of really high quality check glass beads, just a really great variety of them on here. And as a member of their dollar bead club, they have a sister site where everything that you see in here you can buy for $1 on their site. So if I wanted more of these beads, I could go get more. Just go on their shop and buy some more. And in order to shop at their site, you do have to be a member by subscribing. They also have just a membership, yearly membership, that you can pay for and get things without having to be a subscriber. But I really enjoy getting a monthly box of beads and goodies, and this is an add-on. It's the dollar bead bag. It is 8 strands of fire polish beads that will coordinate with the dollar bead box. And it used to be that it was kind of a mishmash of beads that you get, kind of like a sampler of what they had in the store, but they've been curating them and been giving us color coordinated beads, at least for the last year. And it's fantastic because it makes it a little bit easier to make things with that month's box. But you also get this bead bag. It is $8 for this, which equals out to $1 per strand of the fire polish beads. And it is really great addition, because it just gives you a lot more things that you can do with this subscription. So let's see what they say about this. I'm going to just make sure real quick off screen that we don't have to cover up there it is, coupon code. There you go. I mean, you have to be a member to get to their site anyway. All right, here we go. So once again, weather has been a big topic in the news. In Chicago, they've seen extremely mild temperatures, which is good and bad, but it means they've seen some determined little purple flowers making their way towards the sunshine. So that's why we've got purple for our theme. Who knows? White might be the color for next month, because we don't know what the weather is going to hold, right? So for this month's exclusive offer for the subscribers, it's all about check glass rondelles. Anytime between now and midnight of April 30th, you can save 10% on any item in check glass rondelles category with the coupon code that I bent to the page so that you couldn't see. And that's any order $20 or more. And you get a lot of beads for that $20, because like everything is $1 on their site. And I don't know how they do that, because like nothing is $1 You go to like dollar store, it's all like $1.25. All right, so I'm going to go through our strands first and then our baggies, and it looks like we got some seed beads. It looks like this is about a 5-gram tube of that. And as I go through the strands, I'm going to be organizing them into my little organizers. All right, so let's start out with the dollar bead bag and its contents. And like I said, you get 8 strands of fire polish beads. You get 4 3mm strands and 4 4mm strands. And they give you a little list of these. And because of, there's either or on some of these, because some of the boxes will be totally different. Like I might get purple iris or I might get the matte purple iris. And it might be different between each of these different ones, but they all really go together really well, I think. So let's go through these. Let me pull out my 3mm strands. All right. And it looks like a lot of these match. Well, those don't, but these do. And if they don't match exactly, they're a very good accompaniment to each other. All right, so we've got purple opal. And I'm guessing that that's what this one is. Purple opal. Let me get a little snipper. And get these put into my organizer. All right, second one, we've got the purple iris or the matte purple iris, and it looks like I got the purple iris because it is shiny. I love this color of beads. Ugh. It just makes me happy. Like these multicolor finishes. They have dimension and depth. There's more than meets the eye to them. And I love that. All right, then we've got matte silver satin. It's this one. It is a matte bead, so it's not as shiny. These are really fun. I'm in a purple mood today, actually. You guys will see it a little bit later when I do my my weekly chat. I'm actually wearing a purple top that I made. I just wanted to show it off on camera, so that's why I'm wearing it today. But also because I am really feeling some springtime vibes. It's about bluebonnet season here in Texas. It'll be on us real soon, which, you know, bluebonnets are kind of a bluey purple color. All right, now this one, which I just opened before I showed it to you. This one is lilac fuchsia, and you could get either lilac fuchsia or matte lilac fuchsia. And this one is on the shiny side, so it is not the matte version. So got some pinky purples in there. I'm going to set that in my organizer and pull out the next one. So you can see a little bit of why these are such great organizers for this subscription, because then I can put all of these in here. I can see all of the beads. And with the larger organizers, like these little beads would just get lost in it. And also there aren't enough wells for like everything that you get in this bag. All right, so the 4mm strands, we've got matte crystal. That's this one right here. There you go. And then we've got purple iris, and it's or matte purple iris, and it looks like I just got the regular purple iris for this because it is shiny. And then we've got the violet luster. It's going to be this guy right here. I had one extra of the purple iris. I'm going to put that in here real quick. These are also great because if I want to get my beads out, I don't have to dig through the little containers to get to them. I can just dump the beads out like that, one at a time. I was so pleased when I found these organizers, you guys. You don't even know that this is the violet luster. I used to not be a huge fan of purple. I used to be like, ugh, purple, it's the worst. But you know what? Like a lot of things, this color has absolutely won over my heart. It is a great color. And this is more of the lilac fuchsia. It's not the matte lilac fuchsia, it's just lilac fuchsia. Let's get this guy in here. And I'm just going to pop these open so you can see inside the wells a little bit. And I'm going to hold them next to each other so you can see just again how well they coordinate. All right, now we've got our other strands. So I'm going to move past this to the actual bead box subscription. We have some Crystal Maria, or Maria, squarelets. So let me cut these. It looks like the hole for this is a little bit offset from the center towards one of the edges for these square beads. They're about the same size as like a Tila or something like that, but they have this sort of top drilled hole in them. And I'm just going to pop a few of these right in my hand and bring them up closer so you can see like some of the different colors that you get on that Maria side. Because there are two-sided. This is the crystal side and this is the Maria right there. These are gorgeous, fun beads, and I'm not sure what to do with them yet. I am going to have some ideas because they're going to be a fun little oh no, I have an idea. Okay. Sorry. I just had an idea. Ways that, because we got some seed beads with this too, didn't we? So I could maybe do some fun things with these and some seed beads. All right, so next we've got some Czech melon drops. Hold on, are these drops? They look like, usually drops have a like a fat bottom. But that's fine because they're more like barrels. And you know what's cool is how the little melon lines, they don't go completely all the way around. Also, no, they're not barrels. They're like, these are an interesting bead. I'm just going to say. And we get 9 of these, and they are 8 by 14 millimeter. They're opaque white with a copper wash. All right, buddy. They all fit. I love that they all fit in that. And then we've got some Czech glass gem cut rondelles. That's these guys right here. It is violet opal, and I don't know if you guys can see like the light purple color, but it is just a really, really light purple like background color to these. I think you might be able to see it a little bit better on the mat right there. It's violet opal. And then we've got some check glass drugs. They are crystal AB. And these are like this finish on this type of bead is one of my favorites because it makes it look like water droplets. It always makes me think of water droplets with the crystal, with the AB finish. Spill a couple out right here. Little water droplets right there. Don't know where you're going. It's light, like misty morning kind of a thing. All right, let's pull this other one out. We've got 2 more strands to look at before we start opening our bags. Next is check glass 2-hole crescents. Now they have, these beads are like a half moon kind of shape. And the 2 holes go through, you can see right here, they go through each side of those half moons. This is a check glass 2-hole shape that I have not used before. So that's going to be fun to figure out some cool things that we can do with it. And it looks like this one is miracle bead, which is really fun. We'll take a look at those in a little more depth after we get these guys out. All right, so we've got all of these. There's about 24 pieces in this bag for these. Get them in here a little bit more. And let's take a look at the miracle beads. I love miracle beads. This is a silver color. Now miracle beads are usually acrylic beads. And they have a finish where you've got kind of a clearer finish on the outside and then the color on the inside. And it makes it so that you can see sort of here on the side, you see the color on the inside and then this sort of clearish outside color. It gives it some depth. It's a little bit tiger eye-y, but not exactly like tiger eye. And it looks like we've got some bonus bicones with these. But yeah, so I love miracle beads. They are just a really fun bead to make things with. I'm gonna spill these guys out here so you can get a better idea for their size. And there's about 50 pieces on this strand. And don't toss out your bicones, guys, because these could be a great addition to some earrings or something. I'm gonna set them aside for right now though, so that I can figure out maybe where to sit them in my organizers. All right, let's get our bags. We have some 6mm check glass melon in deep violet. There are 10 pieces of that. Deep violet. Put that down there. I love that there are so many different tones of purple on that. Then we've got a table cut flower in crystal AB. Where's our table cut flower? There's 2 of those. There they are. Look how pretty they are. These are gorgeous. They are two-sided. They're pretty thick. You know what? I'm going to stick those bicones in this container with those AB flowers because I can see the bicones with that, and it's just both crystal. So when I am looking at this and designing, I know where they are. In fact, if I make earrings with these, I probably will use those bicones as an accent. Just calling it out, saying that's where my head is at right now for that. All right, check glass tulips. We have 4 of these, and they are 12 by 16 millimeter. It says crystal with a matte purple wash. Am I missing different ones? Okay. So 12 by 16. These are great beads. I love the big fat check glass tulip beads. And like I was saying, you won't usually get some really high quality check glass from Dollar Bead Box. It's like their thing they do. Then we've got a pewter toggle. It is antique copper colored and 16 millimeter. I've got a stray bead that didn't get in its thing. I'll have to sort it into its little organizer in just a minute. I'm gonna set it over here to the side for now. All right, so we've got this pewter toggle. It is 16 millimeter and it is antique copper. And like, I've started doing this thing to check and make sure that the toggles will fit, because sometimes I've gotten toggles that don't fit right. And as long as this will hit the side and you can't have the end go through, it'll go through like pretty well like that. But then you also want to check and see if there's clearance going through this way, because, and this is a problem that I had with one of the toggles that I used in a necklace that I made this last month, was that there wasn't enough clearance for it to go through that way, so it didn't actually work as a toggle. All right. Most toggle clasps are pretty well designed, but that one was not. And I'll talk about that in my wrap-up video. And then we've got a check glass flat star. There are 6 of these, and they are rainbow, matte rainbow iris AB. Let's pull these guys out and get a closer look. They are the same on both sides, but you get a lot of dimensionality in the color on those with that rainbow iris and an AB finish for those. Those are really cool. And then we've got a laser etched round. These are 2 of them, and they are peacock color. They are Chinese glass, not check glass, but they are gorgeous and beautiful. Take a look at these guys. All right, next one. Let's get some more of these guys put away. Next we've got some more tulips. These are smaller though. These are 7 by 10 millimeter, and they are lavender opal with a pink wash. Come on. There we go. So these are the smaller, more petite guys. Again, there are 10 of them in this box. Stick them here. I know I'm going from the other end, guys. That's fine, because you know what? sometimes you got to be a little bit of chaos in with your organization, just a little bit. It's fine. All right, so then we've got pewter spiral charm. These are really cool. I think it will be really fun to use these in some of my designs, but then to also pull out some of my antique copper wire and make some spirals to go with them, like maybe some spiral head pins or something else like that to go with this, just as to continue that design accent when I'm making things with that. There are 4 of those, as you could see. I don't know if you guys are good at counting or not. We've got those, and then we've got some matte crystal carrier beads. And these have 2 holes. They're fairly large shape. In fact, they are shaped like an ellipse. And one thing that the first time I used carrier beads was when I did a kit that Jill Wiseman had put together, where she taught you how to do these peyote covers over your carrier beads, and then you string them on some wire and do it like that. It was pretty cool, but these would make really great parts to like a 2-strand bracelet or something, like slider beads. That would be pretty rad. Good way to use those carrier beads. And if you want more of them, again, they have them at the site. Check glass daisy. This is a larger one. And this is a rainbow violet. It is an 18mm bead. Set that guy in there. I'll make a good focal for a necklace, I think. All right, and this is the last little strip of sections, and I still have 2 more things that I can put in here. One is the vintage style check glass heart. You get one of those. It is opaque white rainbow iris. There is, again, one of those, and it's got that iris finish. This would make another really great focal point. And I am going to definitely put my seed beads in here because, like I said earlier, these are really great for being able to depot your beads. Now these are sticking to the lid. That's fine though. Get the rest of them off. That is a much close-up of these beads, what they look like. Sorry, my fingernail. These are 12O seed beads, so they are a little bit smaller than 11Os. We get 5 grams of them, and they are violet rainbow iris. Because in seed bead world, the higher the number, the smaller the bead. And do I have some 11Os handy? I think I do. Okay, yeah, I've got some 11Os here. I'm just gonna put a couple of 11Os on here next to those 12Os, so you can just see a size difference between them. So that's an 11O right there, and that's the 12O. I've got one stuck in my fingernail. What do you know? There we go. So there's not a huge size difference, but there is a tiny size difference. It's not as small as a 15O though. All right. And that is, let me actually find where this guy goes. Is that 4mm or is it 3mm? I think that might be one of my 3mm guys. There we go. Gonna put that guy away. I'm gonna scooch back so you can see the full amount. Let's open these guys up for a good overhead view of all of these beads. This is the March 2024 dollar bead box and dollar bead bag subscription. And I am quite happy with it. I'm quite pleased with it. Again, it's one of the more economical bead box subscriptions. You get a wide variety of beads with every box. And so a lot of them are smaller beads, and that's fine because I like working with smaller beads sometimes. They're pretty great. And they have really, really great prices at their shop if you want to buy some extras or get some steeply discounted, high quality check glass and high quality findings as well. I'm just opening all of these so you can get a good overhead shot before I say goodbye. All right, I will put a link in the description for where you can go to subscribe, and there is a coupon code that you can use. Again, that will be in the description to get a discount off your first box when you subscribe to Dollar Bead Box or Dollar Bead Bag. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Bye!